Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. Today's video, how to locate owners of vacant properties. The internet is obviously a very valuable tool that you can use to do a lot of things. It's information overload. Before I get into that particular video, remember the 100 plus videos on YouTube that you can take advantage of on how to wholesale houses. Just go to YouTube and do a search for Teach Me Flipping, all one word. I call that the free and slow way of learning this business. If you want to fast forward with the coach, you can go to junkers101.com. You can get me as a one-on-one coach. You can call or text me about my course and coaching. On with the video. The first thing you want to do, and obviously a vacant property just can be noticed from your everyday travels or looking. You may be going to actually view another house and notice a vacant house in your route, or just maybe your everyday travels. As I said, I found a really good deal sometime back when I first, got started. Within the first 3 or 4 years I got started just going to a barbecue. Went to my friend's house, looked it up, 10 days later was picking up a check for $5,000. So it can be very, very powerful too, but a lot of times, and you won't know, it's just a numbers game, but a lot of times there will be foreclosures, so really little you can do there unless you have the resources to purchase the property. But the first thing you want to do, and what most savvy investors do now, the first thing you want to do is to go and Google the address of a particular property. Number one, to see if it's actually online for sale anywhere. Trying to go by memory here on a property that I looked at some time back. Think I didn't act on it, and now I see they're rehabbing it. So it was an apartment building, and so I googled the address. So the first thing I'm going to look to see, I'll go to Zillow. That's a popular place, obviously, where people will post properties for sale. And let me get it up here. Boom! Someone did have it online, and it sold on. It sold April 22nd for $45,000, and it's an apartment building. I'm not sure how many units it is. It's not important, but let me just go back. You can go here on Google, and you can actually view the property. That's it right there, and it's an up and coming area. If you look at there's new development. That house there is brand new. It's probably not even 5 years old. Look across the street, and this is one of the areas where you see the new construction there. This is one of the areas that just across the railroad tracks. If you notice these railroad tracks, whereas these properties here may be 250, 200, 250, maybe even 300, just across that railroad track, 50K. So that's one. So that's one of the things about virtually wholesaling is difficult compared to starting in your backyard when you're starting out. It's just something as simple as that, because these houses are going to comp. If a house is across that track, because that's less than, in a lot of cases, 100 yards. So they're going to come. So if you're not familiar with that market, you may be misled and waste your time on it. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I'm going to go back, and but yeah, this is the property here. Bam, I missed that deal. You move, you lose. But anyway, so, but the first thing you do, as I said, you Google the address. Okay, so now I want to go back, and you want to the county that you're in. The first thing you want to do is see who owns the property. So this is in Jefferson County. Alabama, but I don't have to put it there because it's just going to automatically recognize Google or recognize where I am. All right, now this is tricky. Probably the best thing to do is just call the county tax assessor and ask them what is the citizen access portal. All right, it maybe turn something different in the county that you're doing your search in, but I already know what it is. So it's this particular link right here. So what I'll do is I'll scroll down here, search for real property. Again, it may be different in the market or the state that you're in, but it's 509 55th Place South, and bam. Okay, so I don't know if these are the current owners, because it may be delayed. I'm going to say these are the current owners, but it still has that older sales price for 50,000 here, but that's not the purpose of this video. But here's the owner's information is what we're looking for. All right, this is the actual location of the property here, and this is the actual mailing address. So you would actually just send out a letter to that individual. Now that's easy there, but assuming it was a situation where the location address and the mailing address were the same. So what you can do, pull up another window here for Google, and what you could do is you want to go to one of the services to find people. Okay, so what you would do is I like to use Intellis. Here it is right here, Intellis, Intellius. The thing you would do, and I'm just going to do a search for maybe a unique name. Maybe this does exist. So we're going to say Yolanda Ackerman. And I'll just choose the state. I'll just say Alabama. Let's see if there's such a person exists. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, but they're in Ohio. That's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. So what I wanted to show you is, assuming this was in Alabama, I just made up a name. Okay. Now you can go ahead and pay for the service and give more detailed information, but a lot of people, right, in this day and age, they don't have an actual home phone, so that may be difficult to find. So once you select a report, it'll give you the last physical address known for this particular individual. But the other thing you can do, once you get into this particular service, and I'm gonna click here to show you the pricing, but once you get into this particular service, what you can also do is to look at the potential relatives. Now another thing you can do is, if we go back to the property that I was searching for here in Alabama, is you can go to the actual neighbors and just simply ask them who owns that property. In a lot of cases, you're going to have more than one individual that can give you an extensive background on that particular property. Okay, so you can ask for a number. More than likely, they're not going to give you a number of someone that they may actually know who owns it, but what you can do is leave their number leave your number with that individual and give them some incentive. If you close a deal, you'll give them X number of dollars. Just let them know, I'll give you $100 if I can find the property and I buy it. You know, I'll come back by and give you $100. That's going to give them an incentive to get that person your number, so they'll call you. Okay, and obviously, what you have to remember now, some of these houses, if it's a situation where it's a pre-foreclosure or any type of situation, it can be where they're financially strapped, is what I'm getting to, is that a lot of people don't want to be found. So for any number of reasons, because if it's a pre-foreclosure situation, more than likely they got other bills not being paid and their phone may be ringing off the hook. So, but it may be an opportunity for you to save them on that part of their financial situation. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on the report. And as you see here, for 95, this is a special they're running right now, 95 cents. It'll give you the full name, address, age, date of birth, alias, phone number, relatives, address history. Man, that's really all you need to try to locate someone. And for 95 cents, that is a really good deal. Sometimes they'll have an option where you can have a 24-hour pass to look at as many properties or individuals as you want. It's really that simple. So if you locate a phone number, bam, pick it up and call them and just simply ask them. That you'll be really fortunate if a phone number is provided. But the address history normally is going to give you the most recent address, so that would be the address you would want to send a letter to if it's not the same address of the property that you're actually trying to buy or do a deal on. So Intellus.com is a great source to try to locate someone. As I said, after you go back to the neighborhood and ask some of the neighbors, and you find out what the situation, the history is, then you may go here to Intellus to also do a search. And even though you put that seed out there that you want the neighbor to refer you because they may know how to reach the person, you still want to try to be proactive yourself. Again, the first thing you want to do, obviously, is you want to Google the address to see if it's listed anywhere for sale. That's the first thing you want to do. Secondly, you want to go to the county website, find the county website, normally the tax assessor's website, which that'll vary from state to state, from county to county. So you'll just, the easy way to do it is just to call them if you're having trouble Googling the tax assessor's office and finding the website where you can identify who the property owner is. Then you'll just pick up the phone and just call them, and if you can get someone on the line, and say you may have to go down there, but and they'll let you know where you need to go online to do that search from your own PC, laptop, or phone or tablet. So then from there, once you do locate who owns the property, that's where your real skip tracing begins. So the next step, but before I get into the next step, don't forget the 100 plus videos on YouTube. Teach me flip your need coach and junkers101.com. But anyway, once you get the person's name, and then you want to do a search on Intellus, or you want to go back out to where the house is located and just simply ask the neighbors who owns the property. And if someone knows and they can give you a little history on what's going on there, and they may know how to reach the owner, then that's when you want to give them an option to make a quick $100 or so if you buy the property, if they'll pass the message on that you're interested in buying the property and leaving your phone number. So bam, if they call you, then that's where the negotiations begin. So that's a great way to locate owners of vacant property. I'm sure there are other ways to do it. This has just always been a simple way for me to do it, and it's pretty effective using those methods to locate someone. And normally, the harder it is to find someone, the better the deal is probably going to be. It's really that simple. Hope this helps. Again, take advantage of the 100 plus videos on YouTube. That's the free and slow way. But if you need a coach and a step-by-step course on wholesaling houses and apartments, you can contact me, call me about it at 205-492-3425, junkers101.com. Please tweet this video, post it on Facebook, all your other social media sites. Share this knowledge with others. Maybe it'll help someone get started and change their financial situation. Thanks. Have a great day.